When describing Biden, a Kremlin spokesperson said, quote, given such irritability from Mr. Biden, his fatigue and sometimes forgetfulness, well, fatigue that leads to aggressive statements, we will not make harsh assessments so as not to cause more aggression.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and the Fox Propaganda Network has amassed a fortune as the #1 BS content maker in the world, let alone the United States. Do you think it's a coincidence Putin is pushing Fox propaganda all over Russia? Putin and Tucker are attached at the hip, and I am the #1 advocate for freedom of speech, but when you scream fire in a crowded movie theater, that is not freedom of speech. In the same token, when you peddle the Kremlin lies here in the United States with the intent of deceiving the American public, that does not constitute freedom of speech. I'll give you an example. A company can be sued for false advertisement if they intentionally lie to their customers. Hello, Fox Bread and Butter is lying to their consumers. They need to be sued into extinction.
Now, like I've been saying, Biden's weakness on the world stage, it is emboldening bad actors all across the globe as Biden and Democrats abandon the peace through strength strategy that was successful under President Trump and even President Reagan.
Sean Hannity is just the latest to quote Russian state TV hosts. The strange bedfellows that are the GQP in Russia have grown less and less strange to one another. In fact, Republicans are only all too happy to completely sell their own country out for their own personal partisan gain. It's been the McConnell plan since 2008 to do nothing for the country and divert all resources to dirtying the opposing party. And so with the Democratic president, the GQP hates our country every bit as much as Russia does. And we see Republicans by the drove pledging their undying support to autocracy and Putin because they see an ally in their war against American democracy. It can't get any lower than this, folks. This is not a political party, and these are not political talk shows. These are members of an insurrectionist movement, an anti-democracy movement, and they'll take up any ally that advocates their cause. And no surprise, those allies are the evil dictators of the world. Hannity and others have no shame in taking Putin's side over our own president, and he has plenty of company, not just in the media with his buddy Tucker Carlson, but the majority of Republicans in Congress, the same majority that voted to disregard democracy and appoint their own leaders. You know, like the heroes in Russia and North Korea do. McConnell tries to pawn off this idea that this is a tiny fraction of the party, but look at the number and listen to the crickets. I don't hear anyone outside of Romney talking back on the pro-Russia statements coming from their party. McConnell laid this foundation, and he's all too happy to write it out as a free pass to securing his own power, even if it takes every ideal that makes America American along with it. Destroy democracy? Write them a check, and these morons are more than happy to comply. Wave Russia's banner on TV like Hannity just did? If they think they can dirty Biden, they will sell this country down the river in order to steal an election. The Republican Party has never stooped lower, and guys like Hannity are just the band leaders at the front of the long parade. The rest of the Republican Party is more than happy to trample America right along behind him. Honestly, the harmony between Fox and Russian state TV is alarming. They're going to have to start worrying about plagiarism and copyright infringement if they keep parroting the Kremlin like they are. It's been a sick sight to see these jackaloons embracing their common love of fascism. The Republicans know they can't win under a democracy, and instead of changing their money-hungry ways, they find birds of a feather and start plotting how they can turn this country into a cesspool of corruption like Russia. They want to be like Putin, and if it means turning America into Russia, they're more than okay with that. I'm just waiting for a time when our citizens are smart enough to defeat fools like Hannity and not embrace him. Because while we have our democracy, the choice is ours not to become Russia. And if you want to avoid that, then you don't vote for the party of Putin. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.